Oh, it's me. It's a me, a Buzz the Beast. Who are we working on? This guy or that guy? That guy. I think it's that guy. Okay, hold on. A little bit of a mess here. A little bit of a mess. There he is. Whatever are we going to do here? There's so many things here that are just in the way. Let's get some light over this way. There we go. Looks like a good way to put the light on. Let me just tighten up this light thing here. Okay. So what are we going to do? We kind of left off with the eye. This guy's got quite a bit left to do on him, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. I don't think it's going to be that hard. So we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Because all you can do is see what you can do. All right. Let's do it. I think what we can do is build up his little hands here. But first I want to trim him down a little bit. Give him a little less boxy look to him. Probably should have smoothed him out a little last night, but then you wouldn't be able to see the process. It's all about the process. Let's keep hitting down here where everybody can see him. There we go. There we go. Let's get down here. Let's get down to business. All right now. So I'm gonna just find a sharper blade for starters. Ew, that's no good. That is no good. Let's put a sharper blade in here. I think it's time for sharper blade time. All right, and that's how you change a blade out. Who be that? Hey, what's up, Aaron? No swearing. I'm not a swearer. I don't swear. There's no swearing involved. I know not of what you speak. Beep. This is not the let's swear up a storm channel. We do not deal in or elicit the cursing. Uh-oh, look at that. Look at that. The finger, look, right here. You see what I'm saying? It's coming off. So obviously that one didn't get enough glue. But you know what? That's okay because it looked like he was kind of running into this finger too. I think what I'm gonna have to do is we'll take it off and then we'll relocate it just a little bit at a different angle so it kind of doesn't bump into it. Just a little bit like that. But I think what I'm going to do first is let's just keep rounding off these little digits. So I'm not really crazy about the corners. Oh, but you know what? This one's he's a little bit on the loose side too. He's a little loosey-goosey. Doesn't look like he's coming off though. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. You know what? We might have to remove his fingers. I know that might be traumatizing for some of you, especially those who have had some unsavory experiences with power tools, but I'm afraid it has to be done. There's one, and maybe here's two, and here is three. We'll call him Mittens. Just kidding. He's hitchhiking. Oh, I need a ride. Well, hello there, AS-ROM. Hi, Sarah. I made a hitchhiking robot. Or maybe he's giving you the thumbs up. Hey. He's the Fonz. Hey. All right. So, yeah, problem, besides being a little noodly, these are way too boxy. You know what I mean? They're two of the box formation. It's like flat, flat, flat. And if you look at my finger, not so flat. One of these things is not like the other. Yeah, so that's not going to work. So how do we fix that? Well, one idea, I probably, instead of just worrying about cutting the little corners and making it into a perfectly rendered sausage, is I just cut it a little bit thinner, and then it's not so much of a problem because I could just round it off with the clay. So I think that's what I'm going to do. We're just going to round it off a little. But let me figure out which finger's which here. Giant transformer bot. No, I don't think so. I'm not that kind of guy. My name's not Michael Bay. Sorry. If you came to see that kind of thing, well, I'm not the guy for you. A giant transformer. Yeah, you can cut me out of that challenge. That challenge. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to thin these down a little bit, just a hair, so I can make it. I don't know, maybe just have a little bit easier time. There we go. Something about maybe this size. I think that's good. So previous size and the size I want. Let's do that. Yeah, we have to do some boring cutting. I know it's not the non-stop excitement and action-packed Michael Bay film that you were expecting, but unfortunately, that's the way things have to be. I can add some background. Dun 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 dun. What? No, it's not really doing it. No, it's not doing it at all. Let's see. Trim that little finger down a little bit. We're going to trim the finger down. Trim it down. Trim it, trim. Maybe if I had the drill. Danger. Done. No drill was used in the making of this finger. Okay, this is an acceptable finger. I think I'm gonna put, it seems like these are so small that maybe either I wasn't, well, you know what? I think this was before I got my new glue. This was old glue. Now I have new glue. Yeah, you remember old glue? Looked kind of something like this. A little bit old. Not that I'm an ageist or anything, but new glue's better. Try new glue. New glue, by the makers of old glue, but better. New and improved new glue, not old glue. Throw old glue away. Get new glue. All right, enough of that. Gotta trim that finger down too. Trim it, trim it, trim it. Okay, it's looking good. Looking a little bit better. I don't know what's going on with that one, but we're going to shrink this down too. I'm losing track of my digits here, though. That's not good. I think the thumb we can probably cut very gently without removing it. For those of you that are afraid of off-camera antics, here I am cutting the thumb on camera. Because we don't want anybody out exclaiming, "No, just no." Yeah. It looks like, yeah, I like that. I'm liking where this is going. I'm liking where this is going. Dun, dun, dun. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not to be dangerous. Okay. Dangeroos, dangeroos. That's right. I just created an 80s Saturday morning cartoon of super secret agent mutated kangaroos that have formed a rescue team called Dangeroos. I don't know. Maybe somebody came up with that already. If they did, we'll have to go back in time to stop them because that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Sorry to the creator of the real Dangeroos, if there is such a thing. Apologize in advance if I've hurt you in some way through my constant microaggression. We'll not use foul language here. Dunkaroos? What are Dunkaroos? Basketball playing kangaroos? Ta, ta, ta. Looks like we lost Esrom and Aaron. Did we? I guess we did. All right. There can only be one viewer. Oh. I'd never heard of those. Must be before my time. Or after my time? I think after my time is a more likely scenario. For you see, I am quite old. Yes, it's true. It's true. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. It's so true. All right. I think I might be cutting these fingers a little too thin. It's going to be hard to sculpt on teeny tiny skinny fingers, but let's see. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. Can your fingers be too thin? It's hard to say. Got a lot of fingers here. I think to speed the process up, I'm just going to super glue these. I don't know that I've ever done that, but I'm not handing this toy over to a little child to play with and destroy. So the odds that if it comes apart due to rough housing is somewhat diminished. So maybe that'll help. I just feel like we need to get it there a little faster. Let me see if I can get some glue out of this. I think this glue's hardened already, though. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. Let me see if I can. Is it doing anything? No, it's still got some movement. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know. I might be able to get some glue out of this. Let's try. We can only try. We can try, Scout. We can try. Oh, Atticus. It's all right. Yeah, looks like we're gonna get some glue out of here. But I'm gonna have to hold it upside down for like a really long time. My mouth's a bit dry. It's kind of hard to whistle, forgive me. But what am I whistling? Anybody can guess? Anybody out there can have a guess? Anybody? Anybody? The internet is playing up. Playing up. The internet is playing up. Is that some sort of colloquialism for you're having troubles with your connection? I don't know. So many things. So many things to consider. For example, how long will it take the glue to come out of this bottle? Will it dry before it makes it to the opening? It's a mad race against time and chemical instability, or rather stability, because it's hardening, right? So it's going from a state of motion to being inert. Is that what it is? I forget. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Liquid state to a solid state. Can you hear it? It's hyperventilating. It's trying so hard. My God, this is as boring as watching glue dry. It's almost there. It's almost there, kids. Come on. All right. I don't think it's going to come out soon. Is there a faster way to do it? Because there's always a faster way. I've heard this. There's a story I once heard that you could do things quicker. I don't pay no heed. Give me 1 second. I know where there's another glue bottle. That's faster. I'm back. Found it. Old glue, new glue. You don't want old glue, you want new glue. Whoops. New glue. From the makers of old glue, we got new. It's faster. Let's see if it's right. Let's test the theory. Ooh, focus. There we go. This is called the reattachment of the fingers. For you laymen out there not familiar with these complex artsy terms, when one needs to place fingers back on one's hand, you call it replacement of fingers. Well, that's not true, because we were replacing the fingers. Well, I mean, yeah, see, that's a play on words. So if we were putting on new fingers, we would say we are putting fingers on it. If we were exchanging the fingers for new fingers, yes, technically we are replacing them. However, we are putting the same old fingers back, but we are placing them again, so we are still technically replacing them. Oh, language. You sly fox. Come on, glue. This is supposed to be the fast glue. Am I not getting into it? Feels like it's not. It feels like it's not going in. I promise I did not mean anything else by that. There we go. There we go. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good here. There's glue on here. Well, it looks like there's some glue on the end of this thing. Rub, rub, rub. Waste not, want not. Needle. Wi-Fi keeps going out. What's up with your Wi-Fi? Sounds like you need to get better Wi-Fi. Do you have AT&T? Sorry, AT&T, but you're not that great. I'll be honest, I'm not really particularly impressed by any Wi-Fi company at the moment. Unless any of them want to give me $1 million to do a commercial, in which case I will gladly endorse your product. I am not so proud as to say no. I know that sounds awful, right? Let's, can we get this one on here? Can we get this finger on? Can we talk about the fingers? I don't feel like the fingers are going on. I think the long bits should be at the base. Oh, this one's already stuck on there. Wow. Okay. So we'll call these the long bits. Where's the short bits? Here's the short bits. Here we go. So let's do that again. Oh, there's a lot of glue coming out of this thing. A little bit too much glue. I may have overestimated the amount of glue needed for this project. Yeah, let's put this here. Let's lift this up so you can see what's going on. Hello. What's up? It's like bang, bang. Finger number 2. Finger number 2. Finger number 2. Oh, no, don't get stuck to my finger. No, you don't. That's like wanting to get stuck to the wrong finger. All right. And finger number 3. What's going on here? Something's wrong. I think this one goes over here. Now it decides to stick. All right. And in the immortal words of a friend of mine on the interwebs, where's the baking powder? Yeah, no. Okay, all right, I'll be right back. I don't normally cackle, but I do when I'm on camera. Even though I was technically off camera, I know. I just did that so, you know, you'd have something to hear while I was running away. Well, this glue's actually it's almost already hard enough. Let's put a little bit more glue in some of these little areas here. And kind of reinforce it with some baking powder. That's a terrible accent. I almost feel like that was insulting to all people just people in general. All right. Put baking powder. All right. Hey, it's not really. Let's see. I know they're like little frosted fingertips. It's adorable. So by now, you're probably wondering, Mr. Bots the Beast, you have so many voices. So many voices. Which one is the real voice? I don't know. I don't actually know. It's sad, really. I don't know how I really talk in real life. It depends on who I'm talking to. If I get pulled over by the police, it's, why, hello. How can I help you, officer? To what do I owe the pleasure of this stop? Was I perhaps speeding? Is it the body in the trunk? No, you never know how I'm going to respond to anything, really. It's one of those fairy dust. All right, there we go. Fingers reattached. Now I just got to attach the tips of the fingers, which made them gigantic. Well, what do you think of just leaving them small like that? The big claws were cool and scary, but this is kind of growing on me. No? What do you think? He's like dancing. No? Okay. This has been fun with toys with Monster Beasts. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave them this way. I'm just gonna make some little sharp claws to stick on top. And yeah, I think we're just gonna go from there. Let's just do it that way. Let's just do it that way. That's what I say. I wanted to put claws on here, but not Santa Claus, like actual claws. I'm gonna slice this up a little bit, and then I don't know, 2 toes like a sloth, or 3. I'm not gonna fit. Yeah, I could fit 4, but they'd be really little. And I like big claws, big ones, big sharp, cut them off and put a string through them and tie them around your neck and wear them like you just defeated this horrible creature and you're like some sort of virile warrior. No, let's Yeah. All right, I think it's time we did some actual sculpting. Been jibber jabbering and cutting and gluing, and we made a command decision to make his hand a little shorter. Because, well, I say we, it was really me, but I just wanted to make you feel like you were involved somehow, despite your complete lack of involvement. Let's see. Time for the clay. And for those of you who have not been keeping up with me on Twitch and are just patiently waiting for me to reveal this guy on YouTube, which is where I actually originally disclosed I was going to be working on him, here's the progress. That's all you get. Don't worry, I'm going to be making a really nice, super condensed video with special effects and all kinds of cool stuff that details the creation and completion of that figure. Maybe I'll do the painting video here. I don't know. Let me raise this up a little bit so you get a little more bird's eye view of what's going on. There you go. What's up? If I'm quiet, it's because I'm stopping to read your texts. Okay, I'm done reading them. Doesn't look like there was anything to do with me in there, so carry on. Delicious. Every time I pull this stuff out, it's like, except for the color, it just feels like food. What kind of food? Some alien slimy food? I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. Let's be honest. I'm not sure. There's so many things in this world I'm not sure about. Okay, here we go. I wonder if my nephew's watching. Well, clearly he's not, because, well, no, I guess technically he doesn't have to be logged in and viewing the chat in order to view the video. This is public. There is an age restriction, though, so that might stop him. But let's be honest, does that really stop anybody? I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it stops the children of careful, conscientious parents, but not the careless ones. All right. Foam clay. Foam clay monster. So what I'm going to do here, I cut this out as a reference point. But now I'm just going to fill it back in. That's boring, huh? Done. Filled in. Probably doesn't need quite that much clay. I think I like to have it be a little bit recessed. So let me pull some of that out. Okay, so it's a little bit recessed so that I can put some teeth in here and then also do a little edging around that. Not that kind of edging. All right, here we go. So what I'm going to do here is, for now, he's on the table. It's sort of like an operating table, right? Yeah, definitely an operating table. I'm going to fill in some little spots that just sort of seem a little bit out of place. Still a lot of smoothing. There's a couple of little holes here, like on his head. They're like cracks or something. I think that's just where the foam clay didn't quite reach. So we're just gonna fill that part up. And I think there was like other foam clay over it at some point that was keeping it hidden before I removed it. So what I'm going to do is make a kind of little smooth, I want to put like a bar across the top. Maybe. Let me see. Let me get an idea what that would look like first. A weenie roll. I could deviate from the original design a little bit. It doesn't have to be exact. I am its original creator, of course, so that's my prerogative if I decide to do so. You know, something like that. You know, I think that looks good. What do you think? If you think this looks good, please use the comments box below and leave a like and subscribe. No. Give me a second. I feel like this needs some kind of transitional area. And maybe something like I don't know about this. Yeah, I'm not really crazy about it. Something's not quite gelling. I guess it's like something weird. I mean, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna smooth this part out. It's like it's not crisp enough, and it's making it kind of look a little. And I don't know what's going on with the foam clay. Like some sections of it feel like it's already drying up a little bit. Maybe I got some older bits in there. Yeah, almost feels like it's firming up on me really quick. Very strange. Is this a, you know what? I think it is firming up on me. You know what? Those edges, I might have got some old foam clay mixed in with some new foam clay. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's like the problem I was having with the green stuff. I can feel little lumps in here. Dang it. How did I manage that? Well, I mean, easily fixed. We'll just separate it. Yeah, look. There's like little hard lumps in here that are not squishy. So, how did that get on there? Well, that's something new I've never encountered before. It's sort of like half-hardened foam clay. Very peculiar. Maybe there's a use for this. I don't know. What it is, I do not know because that's not what I want. Oh, maybe I could use it for those claws I was trying to make. Yeah. Let's try using this. It's already kind of already in that sort of area of kind of almost dry. Maybe we make some little claws out of it. What do you think? Too pointy? So what am I going to do with this? I'm thinking of putting it at the end of this finger like that. And then once I cover it with fur or other stuff, yeah. So let's make some little claws. We'll put them aside. I can glue them on later. At the rate these are drying, that might be sooner than later. But, oh man, that's really kind of annoying and a little weird. Let me get some fresh. This is the first time I think I've ever wasted this stuff because it's just way too lumpy. And I don't like what it did up here. It kind of ruined my shiny scalp. Let me see if I can get it off before it ruins it any further. Wow, man, does it ever start to bond with what's underneath it once I mean, that's a good thing. I just didn't realize it was doing it while I was working on it. Like I say, very peculiar. It's a mystery. After all, this is a rather new material for me, even for one as experienced as I. This is still kind of a mystery material for me. So I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put some little blobs in here to finish that off. They'll be thin enough to where I'm not too worried about them being dry. But that way I can smooth off this little area. But man, that's so weird. I've never seen it do that. I hope the whole batch isn't like that. I might have to start over. You know, it's old. It's my old clay, my old foam clay. So maybe when it reaches a certain like time of just being stored, it starts to do things. I don't know. All right. When did I buy this clay? I bought this back in October of last year. So it's pretty old. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I don't really know what old foam clay is. You know, like for all I know, 20 years is still fresh. I have no idea how this stuff works. Pretty new material for me. I mean, since October doesn't sound like it's super new, but considering every other material I've used for probably well over 3 decades, then yeah, October would be pretty new for me. Yeah, it's doing something funky down here too. Well, that's just weird. All right, I'm gonna throw this in the garbage, but first, and I have no idea what kind of toxic chemical it will give off or if this will harden it faster. This is going to be an experiment. Fire. Oh yeah, you heard it. Oh yeah. So what do you think? Let's put up some theories. Will it just carbonize and burn and turn into like a black soot? Will it harden completely? In other words, will it turn into a hard foam? Not a hard foam, but a foam, a less liquidy foam. Or will it do nothing at all? I am of the opinion it will probably just burn. I don't honestly think it's going to be like Sculpey and you're going to cure it. When this stuff dries, yeah, it's because you're removing moisture, but well, I don't know. I mean, you know, that's why I'm asking. Let's see what we do. Let's see what happens. Put it to the flame. Okay. No, it's kind of, you know what it's doing? It is drying out, but it feels like it feels like a marshmallow that's hard on the outside and squishy on the inside, and it's about to like, yeah, that's weird. It feels kind of unnervingly odd. It's very odd. Hey, Spider. I don't know how to get the chat up. Is this the chat? There it is. Who's on here today? Silver, what's up, man? Spider, Silver S-Rom. I saw Sarah on. Terrain by Aaron's on. Some people. Some other people. Maybe some lurking peoples. Okay, so it definitely, wow, it's weird. It did something. It didn't cure it the way I was hoping. Maybe because it's too thin. I don't know. But yeah, this stuff's definitely not. How far can we go before it burns? There it goes. Ooh, look at that. Look, it's boiling. Did you see that? Like, look. You see it? Focus. How do we focus? Let's see. Maybe with a background of some kind. There we go. It's definitely roasting. Ooh, look, 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 look. Okay, wow. So it doesn't burn super easy like paper or anything. Ooh, look, it just collapsed. It just sort of collapsed in on itself. Look, it feels like, you know what's weird? It feels like it filled with air. Like all the little cells in it that were filled with air just like opened up and it just turned into like an empty balloon. That is so weird. Wow. Cool, crazy stuff. All right. Enough of that. Enough of that fun. Let's do what we came here for. Let's make something. I've literally been on for 48 minutes and I still haven't been able to like sculpt it. Well, I put his mouth on, big deal. But what the heck, right? 48 minutes of progress and he looks exactly the same as when he started, just about. It's the fingers. It was the fingers that did it. The fingers took forever. I'm afraid. I'm afraid it was his fingers. All right. Uh-oh, this is bad stuff. Good stuff. Bad stuff. Good stuff. Bad stuff. Bad stuff needs to go in the trash. All right. Yeah, this definitely feels a lot fresher. It's gooier and slimier. All right. Let's get some in there. Let's get some around his fingers. I want to get those fingers covered up, but I also want to put little claws on them. So I think what I'm going to do is make the claws separate. We're going to make the claws separate, set them aside. Let's put them on a little something something that's not going to mess them up. But what? But what? We can put them on plastic, preferably. Yeah, plastic. This battery sleeve material. Yeah, we can put it on that. We could do that. Let's use the battery sleeve material. Looks a little curvy, though. All right. We got some battery sleeve material. And We got something that a metal rod got glued to. Let's put the battery sleeve material around that. That sounds good. That sounds like a plan. That sounds like a reasonable, well thought out plan. Not haphazard or last minute or totally random. Come on, get in there. All right, okay. There we go. And just because I feel like it's shrink wrap, we should shrink it. Whoa, that shrunk. Kind of tight. Okay. It's like a little piece of 80s spandex. All right. Let's figure out what size we want these claws. I think definitely want a little curve to them. What do you think of that? I think that's a good size. All right. Maybe a little smaller. Just a little bit. So let's do claw number 1. Give a little bit of a curve to it. Trick is not to make it too pointy. Not too pointy, but still fairly threatening looking. Oh no. My claws are being, you know what? Screw that. All right, let's just put it on the table. It seems a little bit easier to handle. Uh-oh. All right, 3 fingers, 3 claws. And a thumb. I know. Everybody's like, oh, a thumb is a finger. Stop saying 3 fingers. Give me a second. Almost there. There we go. 4 total. Okay. You know what? We can cover this little one up. Kind of feel like this one's been neglected a little bit. Ooh, I need some claws for the feet too. Let's make some feet claws. 1. I'm gonna do 3 toes. Three toes, 3 claws. So let's do through 2. See if we can fit these on. Come on. Okay, there's our claws for our feet. All right. I'll round this one out a little bit. I think he kind of needs like almost like a Space Marine boot or something. That big chunk of armor on the bottom. I don't know where the original idea for that came from. I want to say, no, I mean, no one's ever questioned the sense or validity of that. And here's what I'm referring to. If you any viewer out there that sees this video, have you ever thought, and you, let's say you're familiar with the game Warhammer 40,000 from Games Workshop. Have you ever considered for a minute that the leg armor of the Space Marines is a little bit peculiar? Think about it. I mean, I'm talking about that big, huge, not the thigh, I'm talking about the calf, the lower leg. You've never thought or considered that that might be a little bit weird, awkward, and unnatural, or maybe even pointless, badly designed? No? Anybody? No? So just me? And I love their models. I do. They're very, very cool. But Space Marine armor is kind of silly. It's kind of silly and a little bit stupid sometimes. I'll even give them the giant shoulder pads, but the lower leg armor, yeah, what were they thinking, right? I mean, who came up with that? Was it a mistake? Was it kind of like, this is just what we got to differentiate ourselves from every other space armor? I kind of have a theory on how that came about. Not stupid Warhammer 40K canon lore or any of that nonsense. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, Nesmith, Goodwin, Paul Bonner, all the artists and guys they had working out there, John Blanche, whoever designed that armor originally, there must have been some reason they made the lower legs so gigantic, right? It couldn't have just been, let's try this. There had to be some sort of, because if you look at early Rogue Trader stuff, Games Workshop stuff, they borrowed from everywhere, from every kind of corner of the sci-fi universe they could possibly borrow from. Star Wars, Japanese mecha, you name it. Old books, new sci-fi books. I mean, it was just kind of all over the place. Like their lore, all the stuff they're saying like, oh yeah, we invented this and this is all trademarked now. Early on, they kind of ripped off tons of other intellectual property. If you want to be honest, let's just cut to the chase. So I'm wondering where the giant leg armor came from. Where did it come from? Hey, how's that look? A bit muscular, a little bit. Let's see if we can chop this up right here. You know what I should have done? I should have left that there and put a little knee pad on it. It's all right. I can still do that. This felt like needed to come off. So I'd be happy to hear anybody else's theory. I will share my theory, but I want to hear what other people have to say about it first. If anybody's familiar with that line of products. Because seriously, it's a weird thing. It's really weird. If you ever see it, it's a weird thing. Let's put some of this over here. This is kind of funny. His little robot hand starting to look like one of those medieval gauntlets. But it's by design. It's by design. We'll probably beef it up a little bit before it's all done. I think that might have been a bad piece of foam clay I just used. I guess I just missed it. It's all right. It's not going to affect anything. I know it looks like I have tons of room here, but trying to keep this on camera, it really limits the amount of room I have. But I'm doing it for you. For you. Gotta sneeze. I will accept your telekinetic bless yous. It's cool. I know. I'm sure you did. Those of you that are suspicious. Wait, suspicious? Superstitious. How can I get those words confused? I must be getting old. Yeah. Yeah. I've never been one for superstition. But, it's just polite. I don't buy into all the superstitious religious mumbo jumbo, but you know what? I don't fault anyone for doing it if they do, I'm just that kind of guy. If that's some kind of belief system you got, that's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You can believe whatever you like. I will not fault you for it. I expect the same in kind for me, but, I know. Sometimes not a two-way street. It's cool. Man, I just keep bulking up his robot side. He's going to be some kind of he's going to be a brute. A brute. A bit of a brute. Kind of feel like his face needs some stuff now. It was my intention to finish this guy off today. It really was. Still is. Not saying it's not. Don't get antsy. Don't get antsy in your pantsy. Ugh, yuck. If you ever put baking soda down and you start licking your fingers, you're going to taste that salty goodness. Just going to come out there and say it. Baking soda's got a little bit of saltiness to it. Yeah, I don't have my little cup of water here, so I'm using Nature's Lube, as they call it. Spit. Uh-oh. Man, some of this clay is drying up pretty quick, I have to say. Much, much quicker than anticipated. I'll tell you that right now. Much, much quicker. Do you want me to say it one more time? Much, much quicker. Let's put something in front of this. Yeah, what's up with this? This stuff is drying fast. It's not just me. This is drying real quick on me. I think it's getting old. I'm not joking. I might have to dip in my new batch because this stuff is getting kind of funky on me. It's getting bubbly and crusty and like there's little hard bits in it of foam clay that's drying faster than I want it to, frankly. Seems to be all the stuff near the edge. I mean, that's kind of a good thing for some of this stuff. Honestly, the drying time on foam clay is kind of all over the place. At least it's been in my experience using it. 24 hours, a couple of hours. We're coming up on the first hour here, or we've passed it. So yeah, it's entirely possible this thinner stuff has just sort of been drying while I've been jibber jabbering around. But I don't think so. I think it's drying a lot faster than it normally does. I mean, I just literally put this stuff down and I haven't had it out that long. So, yeah, something's going on. Something outside the norm is going on. All right, pressure wash away, sir. I did not see everything you actually wrote, but I'm going to assume that that was the correct response. You know, even these little claws are just about dry enough for me to start doing stuff with. Let's, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do stuff with them. That might be a good thing after all. All right, let's see. We're going to use some gluey glue for these. Little dab of glue. And another little dab of glue. And another little dab of glue. And some more glue over here. I'm going to say this looks like a good thumb claw. And this looks like a pretty decent claw for this finger. And this one can go here. And this one can go here. All right, there we go. We got some claws. Let's give them some of that salty goodness we were talking about. Let's leave that open. So I think we're going to use that again on this foot here. All right, we got some claws. We got some toe claws. Is there a difference between the toe claws? No, is there like, I don't know, like a name for them? No, they're just claws, right? I feel like I just want to put some more powder on these. I'm sorry, is my hand blocking? Too bad. Too bad, so sad. Grimy River. Ha ha. Holy moly. This guy's actually like almost done, you know? He's like come so far. Just crazy how far it's come. I may actually finish this. I mean, at the rate this stuff is drying, which I'm not really, I have to be honest, I'm not really thrilled about, but maybe I'll try using less this time. Less is more, they say. Must be some factor I'm missing out on that's accelerating the drying time of this stuff. Time travel, maybe? I think it's time travel. When in doubt, blame time travel. That's what I say. You know what? Let's lift this up a little bit and get it over here. That way I've got a little bit more room because I'm literally having to put my hand underneath the tripod just to get it to where you guys can see it. The things I do for you, I swear, really. All right, let's do the little finger joint business first, and then we'll put some hair over it. Oh my gosh, is this still drying as I'm using it? Must be some kind of weird air exposure issue. Maybe the air is too dry in here, I wonder. Sounds like my wife's home. One moment, folks. Hold on, folks. I think what we're going to do is take a break for a little bit. But I want to use up this stuff if I can. I'm literally using the condensation off my iced coffee to wet this so I can put some fur on it. I have no idea what significance that has, but I just felt like I had to tell you. We're going to kind of try to rush through putting his fur on his hands today. Let me see if I can do it. If I've got enough. I think I do. Here is said iced coffee. Delicious. Ridiculously expensive, but delicious. All right. How am I going to do this? One moment. Let me, man, this is like so difficult to work with right now. It's like kind of irritating. It doesn't want to go where I want it to go. It's not holding what I want it to hold in terms of like, and it just looks, look at that, it looks terrible. So I'm going to say that this batch, look, wow, did you see that? I just yanked that off in one big scoop. This might be a bad batch of foam clay. Like it's just gone bad on me. But we got this far, and we got this far, which doesn't seem like much, but it's a bit. It's a bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop here. I'll stop the live stream, and then I don't know. I might come back later today. We've been on an hour and 21 minutes. I kind of had hoped to go about a full 2 hours, but I know I didn't really get very far. Kind of disappointing, but I am glad I got the claws on, and I made the decision to shorten his hands because his hand, it was cute. It was big, but I think I like this size better, and you might disagree with me, and that's cool. But yeah, I just sort of do. I like this size better. This seems more proportionate to me. See? How's that look? All right. Well, I don't know if Morrigan made it on, but if he sees this later. Almost done, sir. Probably, I mean, really? It just needs kind of like some touch-ups in some areas and then some teeth and the eyes and junk. And in general, I could probably just start painting this thing pretty quick. The painting always takes, very little time. We'll do that. We'll dedicate one video to just painting it and go from there. And then, you'll start seeing my other projects pop up on here again. I've been on Twitch a lot. I've been kind of neglecting my YouTube a little bit, but I've got a few things I want to put on. So we'll talk again. Thanks for everybody that stopped by. And if you see this later and you haven't already liked and subscribed, probably a good idea. But hey, not going to twist your arm or anything. Okay. Now I can say bye-bye. See you later. See you later. See you later. Yeah, see, that's a proper hand. See you later. Look at that claw, man. Oh.